Hey guys, it is time for a little haul action, and so I have a lot of products to show you guys today. I'm going to start with colognes and just get these out of the way. I've been wearing a lot of men's colognes lately, and that's mainly because, you know, I'm hardcore into the Father's Day sales time frame, and so I've always worn men's cologne on occasion, so this isn't necessarily anything unusual, but I've just had more of a focus on men's colognes lately because I'm selling a lot of them to people in preparation for Father's Day. And a lot of women like a boyfriend scent anyhow, and so, you know, why not just buy the boyfriend scent? They spend so much time trying to find the perfect boyfriend scent in the women's, you know, categories, and when I ask them, well, what is a scent that you really like? And they'll name a men's cologne, and I'm like, well, why not just wear that men's cologne? And it's sort of like, they're kind of like, you know, I never thought about that, but I could do that, couldn't I? It's like, yeah, why not? And, you know, especially this time of year, the men's colognes are on really good sale. So if you can get one for, you know, 15 bucks, then why not, right? And so I'm going to start with this one, which is, now these are all Avon, obviously, because that's what I sell. So this one is Iron Man, and the bottle looks like this. And this one I love. First of all, I love the green. This one is kind of your classic spicy, not piney, but, you know, that sort of, men's cologne has that burn about it. You know what I mean? It's not a physical burn, but that sensation of this fragrance that just sort of tingles your nose. And this has that, very similar to a lot of your piney sort of scents, although it's not a pine scent. It's definitely more of an oriental spice scent. And the thing I like about it, though, is it's a lot more mild than those. And so, you know, even as a woman wearing this, you know, somebody's not going to come up to you and say, are you wearing men's cologne? You know, they're going to say, gosh, you smell really good. What perfume are you wearing? And you're going to say, it's not a perfume, it's men's cologne. So this has that sort of classic men's fragrance, that spicy oriental fragrance that we like on men, but in a much more mild way. This is not the cologne that, have you ever been somewhere and, like maybe at work or something, and a guy uses your phone, and then, you know, your phone, well, these days cell phones and everything else, but, you know, back in the day when we used to actually have to hold the phone to our head, you know, there weren't headsets. They would borrow your phone, and then your phone would stink like them for, you know, like their cologne, very pungently for days on end, right? This is not going to do that because it's a much milder, softer fragrance, but still that sort of classic men's spiciness that we really like as women. We really like to smell that on men. So this is a good one because it's not going to be overpowering. And let's be honest, we haven't done a good job of explaining to men, and neither have other men, on how to really wear fragrance. And they do tend to always overdo it. And so, you know, if your guy tends to overdo it and put on way too much, then this is going to be perfect for them because it's the scent that they like, it's the scent that you like on them, but in a little less pungent way, right? Next one is Mesmerized for men. And this one is kind of a combination of that spicy oriental fragrance sort of with a musk base to it. So it's kind of in between. For me, this is sort of my in-between scent. Between, I'm going to show you 3 fragrances, so this is the one for me that kind of falls in between the other 2. And the base notes of it are very similar, remind me a lot of Obsession for men. So if that's a fragrance that you really like, there's a hint of that to it, with, you know, a little kind of kick on top. It's a little less completely musky, like Obsession for Men is, and like I said, sort of a slightly musky base, but with a little kick like this would give you to it. So I really do like, that's probably might be my second favorite fragrance that Avon carries as far as men's fragrances go. And then I saved my favorite for last, which is black suede. Black suede, when you smell it straight from the bottle, black suede is often described as an oriental leather scent. And when you smell it straight from the bottle, it does have that sort of high-pitched, you know, spiciness that an oriental fragrance has. But this dries down to a delicious, pure, musky scent that I love. And I mean, they describe it as leather. You know, this doesn't smell like leather to me. If leather isn't a scent that I really particularly am like super fond of, but if you can imagine that masculineness that leather, the idea of leather sort of invokes, it definitely has that. But it's a beautiful, soft, rounded musk that I really just love. This is the kind of fragrance that when a man wears it, you can't help but to be like, you know, getting up in there where you can smell it. You just can't help yourself. And that's how I feel about this. And this is one, I tend to, when I wear colognes, to always spray it towards the back of my head, kind of in my hair, you know, from a little bit of a distance. Because this is one of those things where you want to just have a little waft of it when you're near somebody. Just have them get a little hint of it, and they will ask you every time what you're wearing. So this is probably my favorite. So if you're in the market for men's cologne, or you need a gift for dad, or you know, a guy for any reason, or just want to restock, or what have you, any of those three I do really like. Okay, next I want to show you a couple of brushes that I've been using more recently. The first one is kind of new for Avon, and this is the 4-in-1 eye and brow brush, and it looks like this. It's kind of this long, sort of chopsticky looking looking thing. But what you've got is, if you pull the top off, you have sort of this, you know, nice flat eyeshadow brush. And then the next layer down is this angled eyeliner brush, which is also, you know, nice and flat. And these have nice dense bristles, so this will pack eyeliner on really nicely. Then if you go a little further down, we start to get to the brows. And so you have a spoolie here. So, you know, you can brush the brows, or if you are trimming them or what have you. And then all the way down here at the bottom, we have this little pair of tweezers, which, you know, have this little rubber piece to keep them closed that you can pop out, and you can do touch-up tweezing, you know, on the go. So I think this is a great little travel brush. I mean, obviously you can do a lot with it regardless, even if it's kind of your main brush, but it, you know, makes obvious sense for travel because it has all these options to it. Then I've been using this rounded shadow brush, which is one of the ergonomic brushes. It is exactly what it sounds like, a rounded eyeshadow brush. This is great for a lot of people if you have a lot of real estate sort of in the eye area. This is a great crease brush. I also think if you have smaller lid space, it's good for buffing, you know, color out as well. You could also really use it to kind of do some concealing, I think, as well. It's a little, you know, it's probably a little stiffer bristles than a concealer brush normally would be, but I think it would work just fine in a pinch. So I've really been enjoying that. Then I'm going to show you, battery's going to die. This is the Glow Audacious Illuminating Powder, and this one is in Prettied Up. These are by Mark. I've been using this quite a bit lately. It's this pretty powder with, you know, 3 different colors, and it does give you some shimmer and shine. There is a brush underneath here as well, you know, kind of like a fan style brush if you wanted to use that. But you can go into any of these colors separately, but it gives you just a really nice glowy finish to the skin. And it is right here at the top. Then I want to show you the Avon Tint and Go for cheeks and lips. This is on clearance, and this color is in Spicy. So I'm just going to show you this really quickly. I just rub this on with my finger because the finger warms it up a little bit. And this is a deep dark color, but you can see that it blends out really, really easily and nicely. So don't be afraid of it. There's a lot of, there's a couple colors to choose from, but you get really nice cheek color with this. So I really like these. They're on clearance though, so get them before they're gone. And the last thing I want to show you is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. And I got mine for Christmas, and it has a box within a box. And it's also in this sort of faux leathery, I don't know, faux animal skin, what have you, case, and it's a nice bristle brush. The formula feels a lot to me like the Clump Crusher, except for it performs differently because the brush is different, and it does get a little more clumpy because it's, a bristle brush, and so it packs more product on the lashes. Honestly, what you're paying for is you're paying for the box within a box, and you're paying for this packaging. So if you like fancy packaging and that's for you, then by all means get it. But at the same time, I do feel like there are equivalent products out there. Tarte is known for having a lot of natural products. So there are ingredients in here like rice bran wax, carnauba wax, provitamin B5, olive esters, and mineral pigments, and that sort of thing. But, you are still in a lot of cases paying for the box within a box within a, faux snakeskin or whatever that's supposed to be packaging. But I do like it. It's just, similar to a lot of other things, so you're just going to have to use your best judgment. Okay, my battery's about to die, so I'm going to go, and I hope this has been helpful. Leave your comments down in the information bar. I will see you next time. Bye.